You are watching Redmond Channel.
Removing a keyboard on a laptop is not a simple task. Nearly all components in a laptop require more time or expertise to change than desktop components, including the keyboard. If you do not have experience disassembling a laptop, we recommend having a computer technician replace the keyboard for you. Let's begin this section of laptop keyboard disassembly. The purpose of the laptop teardown is to give you the confidence that you can disassemble any laptop and how laptop assembly works. You can use these steps to take apart a laptop regardless of make or model. As you gain more experience, you may adjust them slightly, but this is a tried and tested approach. Use an appropriate magnet-tipped screwdriver. Most of the time you will use a Phillips screwdriver for this. If you are removing a cover, e.g. a hard drive or RAM cover, it may help if you place masking tape over the screw hole to keep the screws in place once the cover is removed so as not to lose the screws. If the screw spins and does not come out, first of all turn the laptop over and gently tap the underside. Try using the magnetic tip of the screwdriver to pull the screw out if this helps. The secret here is the screw that holds the keyboard. Once you find the screw, remove them and set them aside in a safe place so you don't lose them. With the screws removed, turn the laptop over and open the lid to see the keyboard. Depending on your brand and model, you can remove the keyboard directly, or you may need to remove the top casing around the keyboard before proceeding. Try lifting the keyboard. You may need a small, flathead screwdriver to raise the edges. If you cannot access the edges of the keyboard because the casing prevents it, you need to remove the casing. If you can lift the keyboard out, you can start disconnecting the laptop cable. To remove the keyboard casing, start around the laptop edge and find a seam between the casing around the keyboard and the bottom casing. Carefully lift on the top section to pop it loose from the laptop. Be gentle to avoid cracking the casing, while still applying enough force to lift and remove it. Also, be aware of any plastic tabs used to secure the case, so that you don't damage them. The exact method needed to remove the casing differs by laptop brand and model, so check your owner's manual for specific steps. With the keyboard lifted up, you need to disconnect the cable that connects the keyboard to the motherboard. Use caution. Carefully disconnect the cable from the motherboard by pulling gently. After disconnecting the keyboard cable, set the keyboard aside. Now, let's install the new laptop keyboard. First, connect the keyboard's cable to the motherboard by carefully inserting the cable into the connector. Apply mild pressure until it is secured in place. After connecting the keyboard ribbon cable, insert the keyboard into the case. The most common method requires you to insert the top or bottom edge of the keyboard first. The edge may snap into place or line up with metal tabs that help secure the keyboard. Then, insert and snap the other edge of the keyboard in place or line up the metal tabs. If you removed screws that secured the keyboard in place, screw them back into the keyboard. Now, check if the new laptop keyboard is functioning well. Test all the buttons if it's working. You can run the keyboard input test for your newly purchased keyboard to make sure that you have spent your money on the right product. Now that the new laptop keyboard is working well, you're good to go. Thanks for watching.